Bonjour à tous et bienvenue pour ce 8e épisode de The Raven, The Legacy of a Master Thief. Et nous nous apprêtons à pénétrer dans la cabine de Legrand afin de faire des analyses qu'on a sur un morceau de tissu. Alors j'espère qu'on va pouvoir le faire. Ah. Damned. Alors est-ce que j'ai quelque chose?
The lock isn't especially secure. If I had a wire or something like that, I could probably pick it.
Alors qu'est-ce que j'ai? Je n'ai pas grand chose, il va falloir que je trouve... Pareil, l'infirmerie, je vais pas pouvoir y aller. On va regarder quand même. Donc déjà, on peut pas rentrer.
We're lucky that the Lydia has a well-stocked medical center at its disposal. I suppose it was added during the war. A ship of this size wouldn't normally have a full medical center. Dr. Gebhardt locked. Something tells me that he wouldn't. Dr. Geb.
Ok, on peut pas rentrer. Alors, eh ben on va remonter parce que là, je pense qu'on n'a pas le choix. On va peut-être trouver d'autres personnages du coup. Et on va voir si s'il n'y a pas un début d'interrogatoire quelque part.
The death of his mistress.
Oh, pardon. Hop, ok. Bon, on va toujours pas l'interroger. On va aller dans le salon. On va voir si on retrouve quelqu'un. D'autres personnages. Oui, il y en a d'autres.
Mr. Kreutzer, come on, you have to give me a bit more. You're the only one who was on the train and who has no alibi for last night.
As I said, I was in my cabin.
Are you sure that it was your cabin and not the Baroness's?
Legrand will question the guests, one after another. But if he doesn't get the answers that he wants to hear, it could become unpleasant for them.
On va essayer de parler à Lady Westmacott en attendant.
Lady Westmacott, may I bother you for a moment?
By all means, Mr. Zellner.
How is the questioning going?
Are you implying that I'm an eavesdropper? The inspector is placing a lot of pressure on our dear Mr. Kreutzer. He's the only one who was on the train and who doesn't have an alibi for last night.
Perhaps. But him? A murderer?
I know people like him. He doesn't have enough backbone to kill someone in cold blood and remain so calm. He'd turn it into a drama, and then a farce, drink himself insensible, and then, railing at fate, pitch himself into the sea. Forget him. Legrand is wasting his time. Mr. Kreutzer just happens to be a perfect fit for the inspector's image of the Raven.
Athletic, cultured, moves among the rich and famous.
I'll eat his violin if he's the Raven or the murderer.
I have to be going, Lady Westmacott.
Please keep me informed, Constable Zellner.
Of course.
D'accord, donc là... Eux, on peut pas les déranger. Ici, il n'y a plus personne. On va aller sur l'arrière-pont. Peut-être qu'il y a quelqu'un. On va chercher d'autres personnages. Voilà, le capitaine, très bien. On va le regarder déjà. Ah, il y a l'américaine qui est en train de bronzer.
Captain DeConti seems old and tired. The price you pay for a life like his, I suppose. I'm sure Captain DeConti wouldn't mind.
Eh bien, allons voir Mademoiselle Meyers.
Miss Mayers seems to have found an opportunity to do nothing. Hello, Miss Mayers.
Hello, Mr.
Constable Zellner. Do you think it's appropriate to go sunbathing in a situation like this?
What situation?
A woman was murdered last night.
If refusing to sunbathe could bring the dead back to life, I'd go back to my cabin immediately.
Oui, c'est pas faux, c'est pas faux.
Did you hear or see anything suspicious last night?
No, I didn't feel very well last night. I went to bed early.
So, you're feeling better this morning?
Thanks for asking.
I'm sure your parents are truly sorry that they can't be with you at this difficult time.
Maybe. But I'm not a little girl anymore. And thinking about my fiancé keeps me going.
You're engaged?
Yes. My boyfriend and I got engaged right before the trip. I want to surprise my parents, especially my dad.
I'm sure he'll be very surprised. But what will you do if your father doesn't agree to the engagement?
What choice does he have when he put me on this boat full of thieves and murderers in the first place?
Charming. Enjoy the sun, Miss Mayers, and don't let us disturb you.
If you're trying to make me feel guilty, Constable, it's not working.
Elle a du caractère, la Miss Mayers. Bien, alors, tout ça ne nous apporte pas grand-chose. Néanmoins, on a pu discuter un peu avec elle. Je voudrais voir si... Là, on peut pas. Sur la table, il y avait des petites choses à regarder, mais non. Bon, allez. Bon promenade. Non, toujours rien ici. On va avancer. Allez, on avance encore. Va-t-on réussir? Allez, je vais retourner à l'étage. On ne sait jamais. Je veux rien laisser de côté. Le moindre indice serait intéressant. Il n'y a toujours rien. Bon, ce qui m'embête, c'est ça. Hein, que ça tourne pas, ce ventilo, il m'énerve. Voilà, là ici, il y a une pancarte avec... Enfin, une note avec rien d'écrit dessus. Donc là, il n'y a toujours rien à faire. Eh ben, on va redescendre. Est-ce qu'on va pouvoir s'approcher de la cabine, là? Enfin, de la cabine de la soute. Is it possible? Non. Il va où? Il va où? Si c'est bon. Ah! Il y a Matt. Ça peut être intéressant. Ah, peut-être que lui va pouvoir m'aider.
Matt is keeping himself busy with that strange game. He seems to be okay again, but I think he'd be running around all over the place if he'd really come to terms with what happened on the train.
Il va peut-être pouvoir m'aider à faire diversion.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Uh-huh.
Have you recovered from our adventure?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Zellner.
Hmm?
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Everybody's acting so strange, and there's tape across that door. I saw that in a movie once.
You don't have to be worried.
Is it about the man from the train?
It might be about the thief, yes.
Haven't you caught him yet?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I heard you and your mom used to argue a lot.
We did. Everything was bad. The house, school, the other kids. We didn't have much money, and I was always alone.
You do know that your mother would love to have been with you, don't you? She had to go out to work to earn money.
She wouldn't have had to, if Dad were still around.
And how do you get along with her now?
I'm always happy when we do something together on vacation. She has more time for me now, and I like my boarding school. I have lots of friends, and the teachers aren't so bad.
Your mother and Professor Lucien seem to be on very good terms with each other. Don't you like him?
Alors,
No,
He seems to be very nice.
I guess.
Lady Westmacott is all by herself in the saloon. Maybe you'd like to visit her later.
Sure, the lady tells exciting stories.
I know. She's my favorite writer.
She told me that it's not much fun to write detective novels. She'd rather write something else, but her fans always want the same thing.
They made her rich and famous.
I told her to write what she wants to write. If it's good, someone will buy it. And if not, at least she had fun writing it. Then she smiled and nodded. She said it was a good idea.
What are you playing there?
I'm playing shuffleboard. At least I'm trying to.
Never played it before.
It's easy. Professor Lucien explained it to me.
And who won?
We didn't play.
You didn't want to play with him, did you?
ah,
You
ça,
want to play a game with me?
c'est un petit peu difficile, hein, les relations avec le professeur Lucien. Alors, on va demander les
You
règles
have to
avant.
explain the rules to me first.
Okay. You play with the blue pucks and I play with the red ones. You have to push the pucks with this stick into the zone over there and score as many points as possible.
Sounds easy. How many pucks do I have?
6. Now here comes the kicker. First it's your turn, then mine, and so on. But everyone is allowed to shoot the other person's pucks out of the zone.
Ok, bah on va se faire une petite partie.
Oh yeah. What are we playing for?
I thought we'd just play for fun.
That's boring. We have to bet something. Otherwise it isn't fun.
You English people.
So I'll bet my brand new slingshot. And you?
I don't want to gamble.
How about ice cream in Cairo?
Okay. If I win, I get the slingshot. If I lose, I get an ice cream in Cairo.
Donc ça c'est pas mal du tout.
Never try to
Parce
cheat
que le
Mac Miller.
lance-pierre...
So, what do you say? Ice cream versus slingshot?
All right. Let the games begin.
Le lance-pierre va nous permettre peut-être de comment dire, de lancer des cailloux pour sur l'inspecteur de police et puis de pouvoir comme ça le. Alors je sais pas du tout comment on joue. Alors comment on joue? D'accord. Je sais pas s'il faut que je pousse comme ça. Non, je peux juste cliquer. Ok, donc on a 6, c'est ça. À chaque fois je bouge que d'un petit... Alors je vais essayer d'appuyer. Hop. Je sais pas du tout le jeu là, comment ça fonctionne. Non. Juste un clic dessus, mais à chaque fois il bouge que de ça. Bon, bah, c'est pas grave. C'était le 6e. D'accord.
Rats.
Haha, I win. That's one ice cream for me.
You've been practicing.
Alors, encore une fois.
This time I'll win.
Nah, I doubt that.
C'est la revanche. Je reclique. Bah ouais, mais s'il fait que ça à chaque fois. Je sais pas s'il veut... J'appuie longtemps sur le bouton. Non, ça donne rien. Non, il n'y a rien à faire. Hein. Je sais pas du tout. Il va me battre encore. Hein. Je vais jamais gagner cette partie. Ah, il n'y a rien à faire. Je sais pas du tout. Bon, et à mon avis, j'ai pas le choix, hein. Il faut vraiment que j'arrive à la gagner cette partie. Je clique, mais je sais pas du tout comment faire, j'arrête pas de le dire. Alors, je maintiens enfoncé. Je relâche. Est-ce que ça marche? Non. Ah, d'accord, aïe. Oh, moins 10, dommage. Ok, donc déjà j'ai compris comment ça marche. J'ai encore perdu.
Oh.
I win again. That's another ice cream.
Ouais, bah ok, encore une fois.
This time I'll win.
Nah, I doubt that.
Il faut absolument gagner. Donc maintenant que je sais que je maintiens enfoncé... Ouh, trop loin. D'accord, là faut que je le vire. Voilà, là je l'ai viré. Ok, faut que je tire un peu moins fort. Là j'étais au maximum, on va faire ça. Ah, trop encore. Ah, là il me laissait un petit peu de chance. Ah, trop. Elle a 12 points là. Je suis en train de perdre. Oh là 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 là. Oh, c'est une catastrophe. Je lui donne des points en plus. Ok. C'est mon dernier coup. Je vais voir si je tire de là, ça donne quoi. D'accord. Bon, il a plus de points que moi.
Oh.
I win again.
Bon, on en refait une, on en refait une, on en refait une.
This time I'll win.
Maintenant que je sais à peu
I
près d'où
doubt that.
il faut que je tire. Voilà, jusque là. Ah, trop. Faut que je me mette là. Ah, trop court. Bon. Oh là, il est fort le machin là. Bon, je crois que l'épisode ça va être ça. Le jeu... Alors, ah, je vais peut-être mettre plus fort là pour tout casser. Voilà, c'est bien. Au moins j'ai mis 10 points. J'ai pas réussi à virer son jeton. On va se mettre par là. Voilà. Pour l'instant on a 10 points. Mais il est fort, hein. Il est fort le garçon. Bon, là faut que je tire dans le tas. Voilà, déjà c'est mieux. Ah, il a 10 points. Et là, faut que j'arrive à le pousser. Ah, j'y étais presque. Faudrait qu'il fasse une erreur, mais il va pas faire d'erreur, hein. Il va pas faire d'erreur.
Oh.
I win again. That's another ice cream.
Bon, je vais tenter, je vais essayer en plusieurs
This
fois.
time
Hein.
I'll win.
Nah, I doubt that.
Bon, c'était pas assez long. Bon, déjà ça c'est pas mal. Alors je vais essayer de virer ces jetons là-bas. Ah là là, je suis passé à côté. Ah, ça va être dur. Vas-y, redonne-moi des points. Ça c'est bien. Voilà, là je suis pas trop mal placé. Il y en a 10 de plus. Ah zut. Zut!
Oh.
I win again. That's another ice cream.
This time I'll win.
Nah, I doubt that.
Là, j'ai tiré très fort. Voilà, j'ai peut-être une chance là ce coup-ci.
That's it.
Oh, man.
The athlete wins the day.
One more time.
No, that's enough for me.
All right. Here.
Ok,
sure?
eh ben, ça a été
Gambling
difficile.
debts
Hein.
are debts of honor.
C'était difficile, mais au moins, bah, je lui devrais 12 glaces.
I'll give it back to you when I don't need it anymore, okay?
Okay. But make sure my mom doesn't catch you with it. She thinks it's dangerous.
Bien. Ça, c'est pas mal parce que ça va me permettre peut-être d'utiliser le lance-pierre avec les cailloux.
The little stones make perfect ammunition for the slingshot. Now I just need a suitable target.
Ben oui, mais je l'ai, ma. Allez, on va
He
tirer sur
could be
l'officier.
more cooperative, but in the end, he's just doing his job. No reason to shoot a stone at his head.
Alors, on va viser plutôt, alors, cailloux,
The little stones
lance-pierre,
make perfect ammunition for the slingshot.
et on va viser,
Now I just need a suitable target.
La bouteille. Alors, tu vas t'en sortir ou pas là?
All right.
Ow! 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 Ah! Hey, Zola, what in blazes was that?
What?
Something hit me!
You mean someone shot at you?
Yes, well, no, I don't know. Didn't you notice anything?
I was riveted by the fantastic view. We Swiss aren't used to seeing the horizon like this.
And my bottle's broken too! Oh, I don't believe this.
On va prendre les éclats déjà. Est-ce qu'on va pouvoir...
The bottle is nothing more than broken glass in a puddle. If Constable Oliver gets thirsty now, he'll be in a bind. I should help out.
Je peux pas les prendre les verres Ah, il va lui falloir une bouteille. Ok, on va aller par là parce qu'il y a un couple à interroger aussi. On va voir si on peut parler à Matt ou pas. Déjà. Et après on va aller...
Hello, Matt.
Hi there.
Matt,
What?
here's your slingshot back.
Really? Thanks.
You're welcome, but
Attention, qu'est-ce qui manigance? But...
you should put Constable Oliver on the list of people who'd better not see it.
I understand. Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Good man.
Ok.
I have to leave again.
Sure.
Allez, on va aller observer un petit peu Miss Miller et le professeur Lucien.
Miss Miller and the professor are talking intensely. She seems pretty relaxed, by her standards. Good morning, Miss Miller. Professor Lucien?
Constable Zellner, how are you? I heard you passed out last night.
Well, not quite. I was poisoned.
Oh.
That wretch!
Who do you mean by that wretch?
That stowaway. That new raven.
The young man can't be the murderer. Constable Oliver had already apprehended him when the shot was fired.
You mean...
Whoever killed the Baroness is still on the loose.
I think I should take my leave. I'd like to rest for a while.
One last question, Professor.
Alors, une dernière question. Alors, l'œil du sphinx ou la clé du coffre?
The safe in Legrand's cabin can only be opened with 3 keys. Am I right?
That's correct. We sent the first to Monsieur Mokhtar of the Egyptian Museum via air freight. I have one, and the inspector has the other.
But it was originally planned that someone else should carry the 3rd key, right?
You are well informed, Constable. Baroness von Trebitz should have had it. But then there were concerns, and for that reason, Inspector Legrand took it himself.
Was that his idea?
Well, yes, you could say that.
Aha.
I want to go back to my cabin. I'll see you later, Mary.
Oh, of course. See you later.
Ok, donc l'inspecteur Legrand est quand même...
I didn't want to interrupt your conversation with Professor Lucien so abruptly.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Learning that there's still a burglar on board seemed to frighten him.
He was so relaxed the whole time, and then...
And then the stupid Swiss constable came by and made him anxious.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
No matter. I'm sure he'll calm down and come back soon enough. May I ask you a few questions?
Of course.
Oui, je disais donc quand même le commissaire Legrand là, il est un petit peu bizarre quand même. C'est, je sais pas, il y a quelque chose qui est pas net dans sa façon d'être, mais bon, je pense qu'on va élucider ça au fur et à mesure. Allez, c'est parti pour un petit interrogatoire en règle.
How is Matt? He seems happy enough.
After all the commotion, he's already back to his old self again. But I haven't told him about the murder. That would be a bit too much for him.
I think he's made of sterner stuff.
I want to thank you again for what you did on the train. I wouldn't have known...
Everything's fine. Think nothing of it. How was last night for you?
It was awful. I was having a conversation with Edgar, Professor Lucien, here on the forecastle. Then I wanted to look for the lady and went forward via the side deck. When I passed the Baroness's cabin, I heard a muffled scream.
You heard a scream?
Yes. I thought the Baroness probably had a fall. I went to the door and listened for a moment. Since I couldn't hear anything, I knocked on the door and asked whether she was all right. There was no answer.
Interesting. And then?
I didn't know what to do, so I tried to open the door. It was locked. I saw the Baroness's butler, Mr. Inch, on the forecastle. I thought he might have the key and went back. On the way, the bobby crossed my path, and then Edgar, who wanted to check the safe. I explained the situation to him, and then the alarm went off.
How did the scream sound?
It was a short outcry, very frightened, as if someone had been startled.
Was it a woman's voice?
Yes, the voice was high.
So it could have been a scream from the Baroness. Possibly because she discovered someone in her cabin.
Possibly.
That person might have threatened her with a weapon, so that she wouldn't scream for help.
Oh, God.
He waited until the coast was clear.
Oh, please, stop it, Mr. Zellner.
The Baroness's butler said that he was on the forecastle as well?
Yes, he was standing on the other side of the deck smoking a cigarette.
Was he on the forecastle the whole time?
I'm not sure. He was there, and later he was on the side deck with us. Oh, yes, he looked after you while you were unconscious. He unbuttoned your collar and held your head while the doctor checked you.
But you can't say for certain whether he came from the forecastle with you and Professor Lucien, or afterwards.
Well, no. But where else could he have come from?
Did you report that to Inspector Legrand?
Yes, last night. He was very interested and took a lot of notes. But I wanted to look for Lady Westmacott, and he let me go without further delay. He said that he'd take down my full statement today.
I understand.
Do you think the man from the train also killed the Baroness, Constable Zellner?
I don't know yet.
It's horrible. Explosions, thieves, murderers. This isn't the right place for a lady and a little boy.
You and Professor Lucien seem to be having a lively conversation.
Oh, yes. He's an expert in ancient Egyptian art and preeminent in hieroglyphic research. He's the head of the Egyptian department in the British Museum, you know. And he's going to open an exhibition at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
Right. For the eye.
They had planned on exhibiting both jewels together for the first time in decades, but that's not going to happen now, sadly. I think it's quite upsetting for him.
We're working hard to ensure that at least one eye will be on display.
I know. I'll ask Lady Westmacott if she'd like to participate in the opening of the exhibition. I think it would be good for her.
And Professor Lucien will surely offer you a private tour. You're American, aren't you?
That's correct.
And you moved to England because of the job?
I lived in England before. During the Second World War, I volunteered. I worked in a pharmacy on a US base north of London.
In a pharmacy? Interesting.
Well, it was the war and everyone was sent where they could help best.
Please, go on, Mrs. Miller.
After the war, I studied music in London. I met my husband there. We married and went back to the States together.
He was also American?
No, English. But he said he had problems with his family and he wanted to be as far from them as possible.
And you gave up your studies for him?
Well, yes, I did.
Life as a single mother couldn't have been easy.
It was pretty tough then. I worked from morning till night and it was still only enough for the bare necessities. And I couldn't give Matt all the attention he needed.
And then Lady Westmacott entered your life.
It was like an angel appeared to me. She must have offered me the position out of pity. I had no experience as a carer. She made me a generous offer. I couldn't believe it. And she really adores Matt. She's offered him a good education, and now he has every opportunity in life.
An almost unbelievable story.
I'm still afraid that it's a dream and that I'll wake up one day.
How does it feel to work for such a world-famous person?
The work is very interesting and varied, and it pays well, too.
You are very lucky that the lady offered the position to you.
I just hope she won't change her mind one day. What would become of Matt's education then? I really make an effort to measure up to Lady Westmacott's expectations, but sometimes I feel like I fall short.
Lady Westmacott couldn't ask for a better companion.
I'm saving up as much money as I can all the same. I'd do anything so that Matt doesn't have to give up his new life.
Lady Westmacott dropped a hint on the train that she killed her hero, Partout. What did she mean by that?
Oh, she must have meant the manuscript.
Manuscript?
She always takes it with her. It's an unpublished Partout novel. I once asked her why she never published it. She said that according to her will, the novel's only to be published after her death.
And in it, Partout will be killed?
Maybe. I've never read it. No one has. You'd better ask her yourself.
Okay.
If you worked in a pharmacy, you would certainly know something about medicines and poisons.
Everything is a potential poison, Constable. It depends on the dose.
Have you ever heard of chloral hydrate?
It's a tranquilizer, isn't it?
I'm asking you.
Well, Lady Westmacott also asked questions like that, for her last novel. But since I've never wanted to kill anyone, I never bothered with things like strychnine and arsenic and all that. I could recommend something for a headache, a sore throat, or rash.
That's kind of you, but there's really no need. I'll be seeing you, Miss Miller.
Constable?
Ok, donc elle rentre dans la liste des suspects sur l'empoisonnement. Peut-être que effectivement elle a pu mettre dans le verre un sédatif pour endormir quelqu'un. Et du coup, le pauvre Zellner n'a pas eu de chance puisque c'est tombé sur lui. Bien. Je pense qu'on a plus...
Maybe Miss Miller has found something of a soulmate in the archaeologist. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee that the two of them will end up together. People with low self-esteem tend to sabotage their own happiness.
Je pense qu'il n'y a plus rien à lui dire, on va tester quand même.
I don't know what else to ask her at the moment.
Ok.
I'll let him play for now.
Ok. L'officier, peut-être. L'officier Oliver. Parce que là, j'ai pas réussi avec les éclats, là.
What do you want?
Inspector Legrand is questioning the first of the passengers in the saloon.
And?
It will be hours before he gets to the stowaway.
And?
We'll save time if I question him.
We'd also save time if you stopped asking me the same things over and over again. I will not let you in. What time is it, by the way?
Got an appointment?
No, but I'm hungry.
Go and get yourself something. I'll mind the door in the meantime.
Ah. You could bring me something, though.
So, what do you want to eat?
Oh, anything. An apple or something like that.
Leave it with me.
Yeah, thanks.
Ok, on va aller chercher une pomme. Peut-être que ça va nous permettre de libérer l'accès après, on va voir. Hein. Peut-être de l'alcool aussi, une bouteille. On va aller par là. On va aller sur le pont arrière d'abord. Alors là, on a eu pas mal d'informations quand même sur les relations entre Mrs Miller et Lady Westmacott. Alors, est-ce qu'on peut parler à Miss Mayers?
Miss Mayers doesn't really seem to be much help in my investigations. She's probably too busy.
Ok, elle est trop occupée. Par là-bas, on peut toujours pas. Hein. Non. Bon, on va rentrer dans le salon.
Legrand is absorbed in the interrogation. He still seems pretty annoyed. The violinist seems to be bearing the brunt of it.
Ouais, ok, donc on n'apprend rien. Est-ce que dans le bar, on pourrait trouver quelque chose? S'il aimerait bien manger quelque chose. Mais où vais-je trouver de la nourriture sur ce bateau? Ah bah, prendre quelque chose à manger. Voilà.
Whatever Constable Oliver wants, he's getting ham and eggs.
Ah, le sourire. Voilà.
Just a pinch of salt for our friendly constable.
Bah oui, beaucoup de sel même. Comme ça, il va avoir soif vu qu'il a plus sa bouteille. Il sera peut-être obligé d'aller chercher à boire lui-même. Allez, on va faire l'expérience.
Constable Oliver.
Allez.
Huh?
Ham and eggs, piping hot.
Oh, I shouldn't really.
I don't see anyone here who'd rebuke you. It was a hard night.
Ah, c'est Joe l'arnaque, quoi, Zellner. Allez, vas-y. Oh, c'est salé, j'ai soif.
Just enough salt.
Juste ce qu'il faut de sel.
Oh, that was good of you. Cheers.
You don't expect me to wash your dirty dishes as well, do you?
Oh, of course not, Your Majesty.
Ok.
Could you bring me something to drink? Those ham and eggs were pretty salty.
I'm sorry. I have to proceed with my investigations. Goodbye.
Comme ça, on va se planquer. Il va être obligé d'aller chercher à boire.
Let's see how long he can resist his thirst.
Et bah voilà.
Not long at all.
Et hop. Allez. On y va. Enfin, on va pouvoir interroger le clandestin. Eh ben, il était temps, hein.
Nervous? I would be too in your position. Who are you?
My name is Adil. And you are...
Constable Zellner. Why did you sneak onto the ship, Adil?
I wanted to go back home.
You're Egyptian?
There's no work for me in Italy. I want to see my family again.
And since you don't have money, you stowed away.
So what if I did?
So, it was you who knocked me out.
Me? Never.
No? Where were you when I was attacked?
Well, I couldn't take anything with me on this trip, so I snuck into the kitchen and took some canned goods.
Interesting. And how do you know when I was attacked?
Well, I thought it was yesterday, shortly before we set sail.
I take this bump personally. What were you searching for on deck last night?
I was hiding the whole evening. I wanted to go out and get some fresh air, see the stars. But then suddenly, they were looking for me.
Were you in one of the cabins?
No.
Did you see anyone on the deck or on the roof?
No.
And after we arrested you?
The English policeman put me in this cell. Then he left. I've been here ever since.
And you didn't notice anything along the way?
No, nothing.
Ouais, il y a l'histoire de l'accent aussi, parce qu'il avait de l'accent au début, et puis là il en a plus, il a plutôt un accent anglais. Hein.
What about the gunshot? Didn't you hear it?
Yes, the English policeman had already arrested me. We heard a bang and looked around.
And then?
Then, the Bobby was in a hurry to get rid of me. He almost pushed me down the stairs and locked me in here. He left, and then a short time later, the alarm went off.
Constable Oliver wasn't with you anymore when the alarm went off?
No. I was scared that the ship would sink with me sitting here like a rat in a trap.
It's hard for me to believe a single word of your story.
Because I'm a foreigner?
Because you seem to have learned our language in the space of a day. Accent-free.
Believe what you want.
Who paid you to distract us?
What?
You went for a walk around the deck and let yourself be seen. Everyone goes off hunting you, and in the meantime, your partner shoots the Baroness in peace.
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't want to distract anyone. I just want to go home.
You're a liar, and a bad one at that.
But sir, I'm telling the truth.
And I'm the Raven. Inspector Legrand will deal with you. He's lying like a cheap rug. But he probably doesn't know anything about the murder. Very disappointing. So I have to keep searching. What interests me most is the shot that was fired here in the cargo hold last night.
Okay.
The young man is lying like a cheap rug. That much is clear.
D'accord. Donc, on va essayer de voir si on peut fouiller un petit peu dans les casiers, si on trouve quelque chose ici.
The cargo hold also seems to serve as a changing room for the crew. At least for the ones who don't wear white uniforms.
Ça, on a déjà eu ce genre de commentaires, mais on peut pas si ouvrir.
A stroke of luck. The lock is open.
Allez, ouvre et fouille.
Oil-stained overalls. And here, an old toolbox.
Très bien, on va peut-être trouver quelque chose.
Hardly any paint, dented, and the lid is held shut by a wire.
J'ai besoin du fil. Ça tombe bien.
Some wrenches, a bit of wire wool, an oily cloth, and here, a screwdriver.
Ah bah voilà le tournevis pour ouvrir le... Pour ouvrir la cabine de notre ami Legrand.
I've got the screwdriver. That's
voilà.
all I need.
C'est bien ce qui me semblait, j'avais besoin de rien d'autre, mais on peut pas ranger les affaires. On les prend et on range pas, d'accord, ok. On va essayer de voir si on peut observer autre chose par là. On va voir, on va voir.
Somebody put the trunk back on the shelf. I can't tell whether it was our young friend or someone else.
Ah, j'étais un peu vite. Ok. Pom. Bon. on va examiner cette caisse. On va se préparer après à remonter.
On the other hand, it'd remind me of my bump and of my rather inelegant escape.
D'accord. Alors, on va quitter la soute.
Maybe I won't get another chance to look around the cargo hold. I must try to find out who was responsible for the shot.
Alors, donc il doit y avoir quelque chose quelque part. Là j'ai le tournevis. Le fil il va me servir, mais le tournevis, pourquoi me servirait-il? Bien, et bien écoutez, on va se laisser là pour aujourd'hui. On continuera notre aventure un peu plus tard. Voilà, j'espère que cet épisode vous a plu. Et je vous dis, portez-vous bien et à très bientôt. Allez, bye bye.